Who wanted the battles? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BVO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BVO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rough. We're stepping for the title and facial rival. This ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers ruffled. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show.
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic Black Man. He's the maker. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Shakur. And there's only one God.
Doc, then.
What's good, y'all? What's good? BVO then dropped off after he done started the live. Welcome to another episode of BVO Boxing. Got your boy Prize Fighter, Thomas Hill, my man Crush, and of course myself, D Freeze in the building. Once BVO come back up here, we can get started with the show. But what's going on with y'all?
D Freezy.
The Puerto Rican Prince. You forgot to say it. You're Puerto Rican.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Everything copacetic.
So today, man, we got a really big, important subject to talk about. And that's, of course, man, probably the most talked about man in boxing, not named Teofimo Lopez, Tank Davis. So from what I've been watching a lot of the tape, when I see my guy Tank, I really see a lot of similarities in him and Aaron Pryor because they don't have a style. And I kind of think that Tank might be the new version of Aaron Pryor. But I ask everybody this. Let me ask you this. What do you guys think about Aaron Pryor as a fighter? Was he an A fighter, B fighter? What do you guys think?
I'm gonna say he was a A-level fighter. It depends on what grade of an A you want to give him, but I say he was an A-level fighter.
Yeah, I easily got him as an A-level fighter.
I gave him A-level. Yeah, I'll say he's definitely A-level. Aaron Pryor is one of the hardest hitting dudes I ever seen, man. You know, Aaron Pryor will melt you. He will melt a lot of these dudes today, but you know, I'll say A.
Salute to my man Temple Tommy, man, in the house. Of course, I got my brother Timothy Taylor, man. Please, brother, smash that appreciation button for us. But I'll say this: when you think about Aaron Pryor, this was the only man I've seen that Sugar Ray Leonard actually grabbed his ball and went home good. Why do you guys think Sugar Ray Leonard was so afraid of Aaron Pryor?
I don't know.
Sugar Ray Leonard was not afraid of Aaron Pryor. Sugar Ray Leonard gave Aaron Pryor a contract. Aaron Pryor wanted more money. So that doesn't seem like a man that was scared. It seemed like a man who said, oh, no, I believe I should get more money than that. So,
and he probably should have.
No.
But nevertheless.
But when Canelo, go ahead. Go ahead, my bad.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, you know how when it's Canelo, you know, Free got all the things in the world. Canelo should do this. Canelo should do that. And I'm just saying, Sugar Ray Leonard, I'm not disrespecting Sugar Ray Leonard. He took his ball and went home. I just want to know what you
No,
guys.
I don't
that's
think that he did.
Canelo is the A side. He the one said, if you want me to fight David Benavidez, give me 150 to 200 million. He didn't say I fight that man for the contract that he gave me. He asked for 150 to 200 million, but he's the A side. David Benavidez is not the A side. Aaron Pryor situation, Sugar Ray Leonard was the A side. He gave him a contract. I do remember when Devin Haney gave Shakur Stevenson a contract. You said Shakur Stevenson should have took the contract because Shakur Stevenson was the B side in that situation. Right or am I wrong?
You 100% right. People didn't like the offer, but you know what? If there was an offer, was it D-Free and you good with these numbers? Was it the same kind of offer as like a purse bid type of deal, like you would get as a champion and versus the mandatory? Were those numbers similar? I'm not. That's what
It was.
saying. Weren't they kind
No,
of?
it wasn't. It wasn't that type of deal. It was more than he received in his previous
Ever.
fights.
No,
Yeah,
ever.
it was more than he received in his previous fight. So it wasn't a 70-30 or nothing like that. It was more money than he received in his previous fight.
And Shakur he didn't want to do it. He felt like Aaron Pryor probably did. Felt like he was worth more, you know. And I ain't knocking them athletes. They the one that got to go in there and risk their lives. And you know, so when they do that, you know, it's like, all right, bro, but come on, man. Get the fight on.
Hold on. Before we go further, I got here from the philosopher Thomas Hill on Aaron Pryor because I think I heard Free struggle to say Aaron Pryor was an A-level fighter. Tell me what you think about that.
I mean,
You heard me say,
I don't think he struggled. It's just, it's a long time ago. Then you got to match up what you see in the ring to who you see him matched against. To me, pardon the noise for them dogs. I think that, he was in there with some heavy hitters, and he hit heavier. He got him up out of there. My man had skill. He had power. He had that special drink, and it was tough to beat.
I mean, I didn't struggle to give him an A level. I had to go back and remember the opponents that he faced, and then you got to look at his skill level. I mean, yeah, he won a lot of his fights, but he also took a lot of beating in his fights as well. And a lot of times when we look at these A level fighters, for the most part, they don't take a lot of beatings. Now, some of them do. Some of them do. I'm not gonna say all of them don't, but some of them do. But it's just you gotta look at the opponents that they face, and then look at what style that gave them problems and what style they was easily able to overtake. So when I look at an A level fighter, I want to see somebody who can box, who got good footwork, who got great defense, and who's more superior, who has the ring IQ, and usually is more superior than their opponents. That's what I look at an A level fighter.
Well, I'm gonna let Crush take over for a second. But Crush, I just don't understand where the disrespect for Aaron Pryor is coming from. Aaron Pryor, when I say Tank's like him, I'm giving Tank a lot of props because we know how great Teofimo Lopez is, and I'm not even comparing him to Aaron Pryor. I mean, I feel like Tank can do it all. Am I wrong for thinking that? Super my man like that. Super my man Uncle Ruckus in the building. What you think about all this, Crush? My man Timothy Taylor in the building. What you guys think?
Well, I understand what they saying. So I agree with they saying. Here's the thing, the difference between Aaron Pryor and Tank. Aaron Pryor was not defensively responsible. Aaron Pryor, he got up every time and sometimes he took his opponents out, but he's been on his ass bag multiple times. I mean, it shows dog, but Tank Davis ain't never been on his ass bag. So I don't know. Tank was a little more technical than Aaron Pryor. Aaron Pryor was all dog, but when you look at it, he was a guy with aggressive offense, and when you don't have any defense, really you leave yourself open. So that's why he was able to get countered by shots and get knocked down by shots that he didn't see coming, no matter if he got up or not. So I understand where they're coming from. So they giving him the grade because how they feel. but he also has a big con that came with it, and he cheated also. So, which is like blasphemy to Tank Davis because Tank Davis never popped dirty. So, I kind of think it's blasphemy, and I think everybody in attendance on the panel in the chat can agree.
Crush this, crush that.
Yeah, he did do that. He did cheat.
I mean, of course, Crush would bring out,
I
level.
forgot all
What was
about. I
that?
forgot
He
all
had some
about
of
that.
that albuterol up in there, huh? I think
Not
that's what
not
they mixed in there.
not only that,
Yeah,
but
matter of fact, put some
he also
clenbuterol.
cheated.
Hold on. Put some
He also cheated with
clenbuterol.
the glove.
Put some.
He also cheated
Put
with the
some.
glove.
What's it called? Clenbuterol. What's it called? Thomas. Clenbuterol. What's it called? Free clenbuterol.
Nah, it's albuterol. It's that asthma medicine.
All right, yeah. Put some of that clenbuterol on the like button. Some Ostrin. What Ryan take? Ostrin. All that good stuff. Put some of that on that like button, man. One time for the one time.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
salute
I
to the
mean,
queen.
Aaron Pryor. Not
Go
only
ahead.
did he pop dirty, but he also cheated with his gloves. I mean, when he with Panama and Lewis, they had some 30 days going on over there. So I mean, you gotta take that into consideration as well.
Yes, for sure.
I didn't realize you guys would get on here and just dog Aaron Pryor out, man, because he's
Nah,
from Ohio.
not dogging
Nah,
it.
those are facts, though.
Aaron
Those
Pryor,
are
one of my
facts.
favorite
He's from
fighters, but
Ohio. Man. Go ahead.
nah, Aaron Pryor, one of my favorite fighters, but I mean, those are true statements. I mean, he did mix some stuff in his drink to help him with his wind, and then also, I'm not very familiar with the glove scandal, but heard there was. I do know when they fought Aguero again, he was on the up and up, and he beat the hell out of his ass the second time around.
Yeah, but I just don't see Tank Davis as an Aaron Pryor type fighter. And like I was saying before we came on live, I don't like to compare fighters of today with fighters of yesteryear because they
Right,
fight different time frames. Like during the time when Aaron Pryor was fighting, they was having 15 rounds,
facts.
and we don't see none of those guys having 15 rounds. I don't know if any of these guys nowadays can fight 15 rounds. So I can't compare the fighters from yesteryear with the guys of today because it's two different type of times that they're fighting in. And a lot of time, like back in the days, these guys didn't have the medicine and the equipment to get them on weight and get them in shape the way the guys do now. It was literally back in the day you had to grind it out yourself. So it was a tougher time back then. So those guys that we say was great fighters, there was a reason why we said they was great fighters because they really had to get it from the mud in order to be
Hmm.
fighters that they was.
I forgot about Panama Lewis. Didn't he mixed some drinks? He cheated a couple times, that trainer, Panama Lewis.
He cheated.
I
He
forgot
cheated a
about
lot. He
him, bro.
cheated a lot. Panama Lewis
Remember
was
when he
known
was
for
telling the
cheating.
guy, was like, yo, no, give me the drink. No, the one I mixed. Remember that?
Yeah,
What,
he's known.
and
Panama Lewis was known as a cheater. So
yeah,
I
he was
mean,
a savage, bro.
but what you got out
I
for us,
mean, I,
BVO?
I mean, Panama Lewis is a savage. Imagine him today. Hey, he would be locked up, dog. Like Panama
You
Lewis
know,
was a savage, bro.
and another thing I wanted to talk about, which we haven't really got into,
Yo, but let me make
is
this
this
one
guy
mention before
Harper.
you go into that transition.
Go
I
ahead.
don't struggle to give Pryor an A-level fighter. I believe there's an A level and then there's an S level. I think Tank is S level.
Yeah,
So you got him up there with Muhammad. You got him up there with Muhammad, Sugar Ray Robinson, Henry Armstrong,
You
Joe
talk.
Louis.
That's going too far
I,
now.
I can't put Tank in that level.
That's the top.
Can't, I can't
That's
put
That's the
going
Tank in
too
that.
golden
far.
era.
No,
And
listen what
you
I'm
see,
saying.
what these Tank fans do. These Tank
No,
fans
listen,
go
listen
so
what I'm saying.
far. Hold on
First
one
of
second.
all,
Let me say it before you go. Thomas Hill is the epitome of a Tank fan. All
No,
of
no,
a
no, no,
sudden
no, no,
now
no, no.
the
Hold on, hold
man
on, hold on.
rise against
Hold
the
on.
box.
See, this is the thing. He's gonna show you S level because he's gonna go on the run fighting fighters who you guys say he's scared of. And when I say you guys, the people who are the detractors of Tank, and they're gonna be back to back to back to back like nobody's ever done. And when he wipes the floor with him, there'll be no doubt this dude is better than a lot of people gave him
Hold on,
credit
hold on,
for.
hold on. Muhammad went back to back
Now,
to back. What are you talking about?
now,
When
now,
you say,
listen.
go ahead.
I'm not saying Tank is on. I'm not saying
Go ahead.
Tank is on that level as Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson and none of that because we looking at Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson when their career is over. Tank is still fighting. Now, when Tank is done, will he be on that level? Who knows? But right now, no, he's not on that level because he's still fighting. So none of these guys are on those guys' level. Tank is not even on Sugar Ray Leonard level because he's still fighting. So we have to wait till their career is done and then judge their career after it's all over and said and done. So when we say these guys are good now or these guys are great now because what we see them doing right now, what they would do at the end of their career, then you judge them on their career, what level fighter they was for their career. Right now, Tank is not on none of those guys' level because he's still fighting. His career's not over.
And that's why it's hard to do that, D3. Because that point you just made, it's almost he's still fighting, bro. He's only 30, so he got about some good 4 or 5 more years in him, and that's some good fights in them 4 or 5 years. And I think he's gonna fight everybody that he says he is. Now, BVO, nobody's up here discrediting Aaron Pryor. The brothers is
No, no,
spitting
I'm
facts.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what Thomas Hill did was disgusting. It was disgusting what he just did. He just said,
Thomas Hill
Disgusting.
gave you the
So let
facts,
me
so you
rewind
don't
it
like
back
him.
to a
"Oh, let
different,
me say, let me say, let me say
different
this.
avenue.
Let me tell you
Okay,
why I
say
was
what
so.
you got to say.
I'm gonna tell you why I was disgusted. The man just put Tank Davis up there with Muhammad, Joe Louis, Henry Armstrong, Ray Robinson. Dang, I just forgot his name. The little black dude that was at heavyweight. What's the little black dude at heavyweight? I can't remember his name. But you got to be kidding me, man.
D3 out.
I'm looking at Uncle. He's lighting that is smoking. Boy, his top is pound for pound. I'm looking at the names on his pound for pound. I'm like, yeah, if that's who you got as your pound for pound. Oh man.
After
Well,
D3's
but
meltdown,
I'm just saying, and
BBO
I don't
pound
want
for
to talk
pound
over
list has
time.
his opinion, and it's okay.
Oh,
And
hold on. Let me say this.
Oh, no, no,
I,
no, no, no. I don't care
I
if
want
anybody agrees with it.
you don't. I
I
don't
know
think.
what
I
I
don't
see
think.
in the
I
ring. I
think
know what
Thomas.
you're supposed to do in the ring. I know how boxing is judged, scored, and how it's actually navigated in the ring. And you got different skill sets that make and comprise that up. Tank is pretty expert in all those things. Now, a lot of people gonna say he ain't fought nobody. True. None of these people nowadays have fought anybody because now the promoters want
Still
everything.
fought a couple people.
But yeah, you saw Tio just fight Claggett. How that turn out?
Devin Haney's fought a
So
couple
just
people. And you
pipe
know
down on
what?
Tio. Pipe down on Tio because Claggett made him look average.
Okay, the guy he
So
beat to death for 12
he
rounds.
beat him to
Okay.
death for 9 rounds. He
Yeah, he
lost
did.
3.
BBO's
Beat him to
crazy.
death,
No,
and he looked like he got beat to death. Claggett looked like he was about to go out to the party afterward.
no, he didn't. He didn't
Well,
beat
Let's
Claggett to
pipe
death.
down. Let's pipe down on
let
the
me say this
Claggett.
before you go, Tom. I just want to say this because I don't want people to, because Thomas speaks very well, real spoken brother. He speaks like he got some sense, but he'll mislead you because he'll make you think. You'll say, "Man, I hear Thomas. You know what he's talking about? The
Kobe
philosophy."
Bryant at 30
But this
was
is what
S
he means.
class. Kobe Bryant at 30 was S class. I don't give a fuck what his career said and how much more he had to play. He was S class. You can't tell me with the skill set he had, he couldn't match up with anybody ever that played the game.
Man, Jordan would have bust Kobe's head. What are you talking
Jordan
about?
played against him.
Man,
Did he
And
bust
I'm
his
a
head?
Kobe fan.
this
Kobe
conversation
Jordan
was
is
played
going.
against him. Did he bust
Kobe,
his head?
This
Kobe was
conversation is going
never,
somewhere
ever,
else.
ever remotely. What are you talking about? It wasn't even close. The only guy that's even been a.
With his no left hand, Kobe
I'm
would
not
have
gonna say
washed
that.
him. But we're not gonna go there. Let's just keep it
I'm not
boxing.
gonna say that. I'm not gonna say Kobe wasn't close to Mike because Kobe was electrifying when he was on
The
the
dude
court.
that copied the man's game and wasn't as good.
I didn't say he didn't copy the man's game, but I'm not gonna say that Kobe wasn't close to Mike because when Kobe in his days, Kobe was electrifying. I was never a Kobe Bryant fan. I was always an Allen Iverson fan. But I'm not gonna deny the man of his skills. The man was electrifying on the court. You can't deny what
Big
he
Jay,
did.
salute. Tim
You
Lakey,
can't deny.
salute. The thing
And he
I'm
got
gonna say
5
because I
chips.
just hold on.
5
What
chips.
just happened again is what Thomas Hill always does. He throws
No, it's
away
not what I do.
man,
We're
a
talking
straw
about
man in
class,
front of you.
right? Class.
Hold on. Let me
Does
say this.
resume
He
make
threw a straw
class?
man in there.
It could be, but don't skills make class? Don't the skill that you possess give you the class that you are? When you get a car, it's called a class. Is it because of the competition around it or because of the performance it can do? Answer that. BMW,
You trying to tell me? So you
Mercedes
telling me Tank
Benz.
is a Porsche, right? So you telling me Tank is a Porsche, right?
I'm
But
telling
the
you, you
Porsche,
get your big ass up in the ring with Tank, he gonna work your ass out, and you gonna
hey,
understand then.
you know it's funny for you to say that is a joke because at the end of the day, all I need is 1 second with a guy like Tank. Pow, and it's over. You sound crazy. At the end of
You
the
gotta
day,
hit him though.
You're absolutely right. Power is up.
I'm just telling you, I'm
You
not
gotta
fighting
hit him.
nobody like
It ain't like you going against T.O., nigga. You going against Tank.
He absolutely right. 1 second, power is over. You gonna see BVO going down.
hey. What did my OG Crush say? They'll call me Little Boy Blue, man. I'll blow the horn and it's over. So I'm like my man
Oh,
TPD. All I need is 1 second with you, dude. That's it. But moving on from that, but that's what Thomas Hill does. He doesn't want to admit he's a super fan of Tank. He's not even objective about
Hey,
Tank.
like Dad
Tank
said,
is
it was
30 years
supermarket
old.
class. He called it the supermarket class. So my man is over there doing the supermarket sweep on him.
And you know what? I usually don't cuss, but I gotta say this. I can't wait to Tio steps on Tank's ass and you see who the man is, bro. Because the dude ain't fought nobody, man. It's just that simple, man.
Oh,
Fight.
he gonna give him the Steve Claggett performance.
Hold on. Did you
The
see
Steve
Josh
Claggett treatment.
performance? Did you see Josh? And you know what's funny? How come Tank want to be undisputed now when Devin Haney's gone? But when Devin Haney was there begging for a fight, he couldn't get
we're
one.
gonna go back
Cut the games, bro. Cut the
we're gonna,
games, dog.
BBO
we're
in
gonna
his bag
again.
right now.
Dog, cut the games, bro. Y'all Tank fans are delusional, bro. When he was when Devin Haney was there, and I hate Devin Haney.
You want me to
You
cook you?
didn't want no smoke with Devin Haney. Zero smoke with Devin
Cook you
Haney.
again on that? Do you want me to cook you again on it?
Hold on. I
We'd
will cook
already
you.
this.
Let me finish cooking
We done
Thomas
already.
Hill. I got more on the grill. What I'm telling you is this. Thomas Hill, don't give me this stuff about Tank being this and that. Devin Haney kept calling the man's name, fight me for undisputed. He said, no, the moment the man leave the division, I would love to be undisputed for my career.
That man
Shut
ain't
up, punk.
that man
Shut up,
ain't
punk. We don't do that over here.
he ain't never say fight me for undisputed. Why are
Yes,
you
he
lying?
did. He
No, he did
said,
not.
what's he did? He said, me and Tank should be next. Me and Tank should be next. Me and Tank should be
When
next. How many times you have to say it?
when he got undisputed, who did he fight?
He had 2 fights that he was locked into.
And
He
then
fought Pembozo, then he fought
uh,
Lomachenko.
and then where he go?
And guess what?
Then
When
where
If Lomachenko beats Tank, I don't want to hear it.
then where he go? After he fought Loma, where he go?
Hold on. What I'm saying is this.
Hold
Hold on. I'm about to fry
Answer the
you,
question.
dog. I'm about to fry you today. Hold
Answer the
on.
question.
BVO is about to fry you today,
Answer
cuz.
the question.
I
Answer the
answered the
question.
question. Hold on. I'm the host, dog. Let me host.
You
I'm
been the
trying to
host.
help you out.
I don't
When
care. Answer the question.
when Devin Haney had the WBA title, he said, "Fight me, Tank," and he didn't do it.
Answer the question. You
With
said
my man Funk said, he lied. He
no.
lied. He
Answer
didn't
the
want
question.
it.
Answer the question. You said when he was
He lied.
undisputed. You
He
said
didn't want it.
once you're not gonna answer the question?
What was the question, man?
You said when he was undisputed, he had 2 fights with One with Cambosis, one with Loma. What did he do next?
He went up to Regis fought Regis Prograde because he couldn't make the weight.
Exactly. So he
Oh,
never.
hold on. But before he left,
Exactly.
hold on, brother Free. Hold on, brother Free. This is me, your brother talking.
He never went at Tank Davis because
He
when he
asked Tank, he told Tank, why is Tank trying to put the fight down? We want to fight him next. So I don't want to hear it.
Listen.
The moment Devin Haney, the moment Black Jesus leaves the division, all of a sudden now Tank want to be undisputed.
You don't want to listen. You want to keep
talking. Was pump faking, beating on the glass. Don't the man call himself the gorilla?
You don't want to listen. You just want to keep talking because
No,
what you said was he asked for Tank Davis to fight for undisputed, which it never happened because after he fought Cambosis, he fought Lomachenko. Then he went to fight Regis the day after Tank Davis got out of jail. He signed a contract to fight Regis the day after Tank got out of jail. So it was never an opportunity to fight Tank Davis for undisputed. So what are you talking about?
Hold on. That's
a good point. That's a good point.
You making me hold on 1 second. You making me sound like a Devin Haney fan right now. When Black Jesus said, not one.
He making you sound like a cat. Okay, let's get a couple of things straight. We talking about Bob Arum, the litigious Bob Arum. That means that nigga's prone to sue your ass if you try to step on his contract. The nigga was already linked to a second rematch to Cambosis. He could not get out of. Right. And then he was linked to also the shot against Loma, Muhammad Ali, Aaron's Muhammad Ali of all generations. There was no way he could get a fight. He knew this, so he took the opportunity to do what he always did, because if the nigga ever wanted to fight him, he was on Showbox. Guess what Tank fight on? Showtime. They could have fought a long time ago. He only uses Tank to sell his fights. We know this because the $1 Million Baby and Ryan Garcia, who got Tank his $1 million, didn't get him sheep dip. So we know he couldn't fight. And like D Free said, so aptly stated, nigga got out of jail. Before he was about to get out of jail, for about a cool month and a half, them niggas with radio silent on tape. But before that, happy Thanksgiving, Tank mama a hoe, this, that, and this, and that. But when he was about to get out, them niggas was hush. They sent Showtime over there to talk about a possible fight. Them niggas said, we got other opportunities. We're thinking of going in a different direction. The different direction was Regis Prograde, who they scouted and said, you know what, we could beat his ass. He knows from that damn video that you played in the sparring session in Baltimore, and just in real life, he ain't effing with Tank. Tank a different dude, a different animal. And like somebody said earlier, I forgot who it was, he said when you get it hard, it's a different hunger in you that is in other people. Tank got a different hunger, and he about to prove it on people because people been throwing his name in the dirt. Supermarket sweep. Just remember that like that. Supermarket sweep. Because what he about to do, ain't no fighter did before. They always take a little cupcakes here and there. He going through everybody's favorite fighter. And he going to be kicking tail and taking names. And that's all I got to say about that. You know you wrong, BVO. You know that nigga Devin never wanted to fight him.
Let me address the Queen, Ariana. I'm not... With me and Thomas doing is having a conversation about how Tank moved. I love Tank. I've said it a million times. I think Tank's a great fighter. Shout out to Coach Kenny. Shout out to Coach Calvin. I'm not casting aspersions against Tank as a person. This is me giving you the ulterior argument of what everybody sees, and this is why people think Tank is a fraud. And I'm trying to give you an understanding of what we're seeing. Because when Devin, the American Dream Haney, who I don't like, and you see me roast him and laugh at him, the American Dream said, fight me. I want the fight. Why is Tank always putting down the fight? Tank kept saying, I don't want the belts. I don't want the belts. The WBA super champion was calling out him, saying, come get me. Hold on, brother. Hold on. We're going to let people talk. He said, come on. He said, come on, brother. Fight me, brother, for the undisputed title. And he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it. Just like hold on, let me finish, Free. I'm gonna let you go. I swear, I promise. This is the thing you gotta remember. The same thing, the same crap that Tank did to Devin did to King Teo. He played the super game with the little fake talking about Teo not undisputed, whatever. All I'm saying
He
is this:
wasn't.
stop changing the rules for Tank because y'all like him. Tell the truth,
And
Thomas Hill. Tell the truth,
I'm about to.
Thomas Hill.
Hey,
Tell the
I'm
truth,
about
Thomas
to.
Hill. And like my
You
man,
up here
hold
lying.
on one second, one second. Let
I
me
gotta
finish.
wait
Let me
in
finish.
turn, but I want to tell the truth when
And
it's
like
my
and like my man, Funk Master Flex said it best. Tank lied. He never wanted to see the American dream ever. So stop the cap, and I'm done. Go ahead.
All right, BBO. Once again, you out here tripping. You out here capping and lying the entire time. Devin never offered Tank Davis undisputed.
You know
Tank,
to stop. Y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh?
Tank ain't never turned down the belts for Devin. He told Cambosis, I don't want those belts. I will beat your ass over here. I'm not going to Australia. You can keep those fucking belts. I'll beat your ass for free. That's what he told Cambosis. He never told Devin that. So you're out here lying, saying Tank told Devin that. He never told Devin that. He told Cambosis that. Because Cambosis was out here shopping himself like a brand new prostitute out here, trying to find out who can give
amen to
Yeah,
that.
he was. Yeah, he was.
trying to
Amen to
figure
that,
out
yo.
his bag. And Tank said, you can keep those belts. I'll fight you for free. So stop
Amen
capping.
to
He
free.
ain't never told Devin that. And you sitting here talking about, oh, Devin wanted to fight Tank Davis. Every time he wanted to fight Tank Davis, Devin had a fight lined up. Tank had a fight lined up as well. They both had a fight lined up. Every time. And Knockout called it pretty as hell. He said, you don't hear them saying nothing about Tank Davis. Watch as soon as they make the fight. Watch what name comes out their mouth. As soon as they sign the fight, what you hear? Tank Davis
Tank,
this.
tank,
Tank
tank, tank, tank,
Well,
tank, tank.
I'll say this. I never heard of that person you were talking about before, but continue.
I bet you did
Yeah,
because he
we don't.
told you. I bet you did.
No, I don't bring up other channels. Listen, I don't bring up other channels on here unless it's part of the JBT family. I've never heard of that guy you were talking about, but salute to him. I wish him the best. But go ahead.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey
Pop,
yo.
pop, pop, pop.
And
Shot
on top of
fired.
that, and I'm gonna
Shots
be
fired.
quiet.
Pop,
I'm gonna
pop,
be
pop, pop.
quiet. This is the
Shots
last
fired.
thing I'm gonna say. At the time, Floyd was his manager, promoter, and he was the one who was running things. And Floyd also told them Mickey Frickies, F them belts. I don't want to take that sanctioning money from we gonna keep that. So you got a new era. Everything is context now. Now it's him. It's him saying, "Look, this is who I want." So we got to hold him to his word. If he don't honor his word, then you can go out there and play him. But until then, man, we got to take him at his word at face value. I mean, look at who he gave us since that moment. Gave us fights that people said they wanted to see. Now, when he dispatched of them, they was overrated. They was never like that. You know, they was C class. But remember, that same Devin who's his boogeyman, who he was scared to fight, who was challenging him left and right, just got his ass
Right.
mollywopped by a C class fighter. So you remember that too. Same C class fighter that he lost to.
Well, I'll say this. I'm not a Devin Haney fan. I'm not a Tank Davis fan. I really only like Jamel Charlo. That's my only fighter I really like is Jamel Charlo. Anybody else kind of well, of course, people know I love Deontay Wilder. That's my guy.
No, we
But
know you love T.O.
this is what I'll tell you. This is what I'll tell you. The fact is this: the fact that Thomas Hill and D Free both come at me with this propaganda and these crazy arguments. The fact is this: the American Dream had all the belts. He was willing to fight Tank Davis. The moment he left the division, all of a sudden now Tank wants to be undisputed.
All right, let me.
They got people. Hold on, they got people calling Devin Haney Black Jesus. They call
Okay.
Tank. They call Tank the Gorilla. So because Devin Haney is independent and can move around how he want, all of a sudden now he's not this and that. Stop the games.
All right,
Hold
let me go over here.
on, brother. Hold on, brother. What I'm saying is simple. Bill Haney and Devin Haney are their own boss. They don't have a boss. You got a guy like supposedly the gorilla Tank Davis from Baltimore, my guy, who said, "Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that." He fought Hector Garcia. What? So he dragged Hector Garcia up from 130 and brought him to 135 and knocked him out. Big deal. He went in there and bring Frank Martin, who was looking for a payday. So cut the games, bro. If Tank was who he said he was, guess what he would have did? He would have fought. Hold on. He would have fought Loma 5 years ago. Like I said, man, he lied. He never wanted to fight the best. He never wants to fight the best. Stop the cap. I know y'all love him. I love him too. But he's not Floyd. Floyd never did that fugazi stuff. Floyd fought brothers at their best, at the absolute apex when Floyd fought him. So to come on here with this BS, as soon as Devin Haney lose, all of a sudden now, oh, Devin got knocked out by King Wright. So what? People get knocked out. It's boxing, baby. It's boxing. I can't.
You done, BVO?
Hold on, I'm not done. This is my last point. I'm landing the plane.
BVO is on no time right now.
I'm landing the plane because I'm so tired of the Tank propaganda, dog. As soon as Devin Haney leads the division, all of a sudden, now you want to be undisputed? Stop. That's cap, bro.
Cap.
Go ahead.
You keep repeating yourself like you're making a point. You're not. You're not making a point. It's mute. You're not making a point because actually, when Devin had the undisputed title, when he beat Kambosos, what he said was, "I will drop the belts and fight Tank Davis, not for undisputed, nigga, for no belts." He said, "I dropped the belt." But he already had a rematch clause with Kambosos. And he said, "Oh, the rematch is not with me. The rematch is with Kambosos for the belts." That's what he said. So stop lying. Dog, you don't know what you're talking about.
And you know what's funny? As soon as D3 gets upset, I'm a nigga. I don't know what I'm talking about. All the disrespect. I never disrespect this man once.
Go ahead. Let me say nigga. Okay. I can't hear you. Like I said, he said, I will drop the belts and fight Tank Davis when he already had the rematch clause for Kambosos, which we all knew that he couldn't do that. So that was a lie. And then now you're saying, oh, he could have just went ahead and fought Loma 5 years ago. Well, if that was the case, 5 years ago when Loma wanted to fight him at 130, Loma was the A side. Why Loma didn't send a contract then? He was the A side at that time, not Tank Davis. Loma was. So
you're moving the goalposts, Brother Freeze. Brother Freeze, you're moving the goalposts. Hold on 1 second. One second. I'm not about to cut you off. I just want to introduce the people that just came in. I just want to introduce the people that came in.
They can wait until I finish. Like I said, you brought up Loma. You said you should
Hold on. We got family in the house, Free. I just want to bring the people up. Salute to my grandpa, Shelton. Salute to Grandpa Shelton. Salute to my brother, man, my brother in Christ. My guy, the boxing scholar, man. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Free.
I'm gonna just say I am disgusted. I have fucking BVO. Hey, good take, BVO. Good take. Goddamn take. Hey, BVO, you was on fire. Y'all remember that game we used to discuss the scholar? Y'all remember that game we used to play on Nintendo 64 when they get on fire and shit? BVO was hitting from 3. He was Steph Curry with the shit. He absolutely right, man.
NBA gems. Yeah.
The only reason he wanted to mention Kambosos' name is because Kambosos had just beat Tio and had the belts. Like now you'll fight Kambosos for free. But just coincidentally, he got all the belts. Like I said before, like I always say, Tank has never been in a fight where we be like, hey, man, Tank might get his ass whooped in this fight. We always like, man, what round is it going in? That's the discussion that we have with Tank opponents, bro. Like him bringing people up in weight that if they were at his natural weight still wouldn't be competition.
Who was that guy? Name that guy that you feel that
Take the Garza.
Who was that guy that's gonna whoop Tank tail? Who you feel is gonna whoop Tank tail? Name that guy.
Who's gonna whoop Tank?
Yeah.
Oh shit, his baby mama did a pretty good job by shitting on his toothbrush.
See, look at you, man. That's hate, dog. That's hate, dog.
You ought to fucking. Hey, why did my man? Hold on. If y'all didn't know, D3 rage quit on me. D3 rage quit it because the thing is this: you don't want to go toe to toe with BVO, the Asiatic black man sent by God himself. You don't want to go against me, man. Because
I don't cooking nobody. I don't quit on nobody. But you're not going to keep cutting me off, and then when don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. But every time I'm done. You good?
all I was doing was trying to introduce the people. But I'm gonna put Free on the solo screen because I like the conversation we're having. Go ahead. All right, Free.
Go ahead, Free. Redeem us, brother. Do that Montgomery shit that we did. Remember when that brother swam across that pond, brother?
Oh man, let me get off this dude.
Yeah, good man. It's okay to disagree. I'm more curious of what Uncle Sheldon had to say. Uncle Sheldon, who's the bum and who ain't? Give us the bum a month club. Read us the bum rights right now.
Who's a bum and who ain't? Who are we comparing?
Shit, Tank whole resume. Break that motherfucker down. Cause I think they all bummish. Ain't that your word, Sheldon Moore? Bummish.
Yeah, well, see, you got to remember, I also am the man that's always told you since I've known you, brother, that I've never in my lifetime seen a resume crawl through the ropes and win a fight. I don't care who you fought last week, last month, 2 years ago. Don't matter to me. Can you beat that motherfucker in the opposite corner tonight? Can you beat him? That's all that matters.
Hey, that's facts, Sheldon Moore. But I'm saying this. They said before the fight, nobody was giving Frank Martin a chance outside of his mama and maybe the girl who he was messing with, right? Everybody knew Tank was going to win. When Tank does what we all expect him to do, they talking about this man in pound for pound conversation. I'm like, wait a minute, what? What the fuck? When do you do that? When do you go out there and beat somebody who ain't on your level and it pushes you to the pound for pound conversation?
Well, he's not there yet. I mean, he got to be the guy that's been consistently on the pound for pound list like Lomachenko.
Salute to my man GP all the way from North Baltimore. My man GP.
Then he's got to continue to beat high level competition. The guy that's number one, that's mandatory for his belt, should be next after Lomachenko, which is Zepeda. If Zepeda gets past Cabrera, because we don't know if Zepeda's going to win that fight. We don't know.
Zepeda going to beat him to death, bro. What are you talking about? Zepeda's going to beat him to death.
That's the problem I have with you, BVO. You constantly give motherfuckers credit for fights that they haven't fought yet.
This is the thing you got to remember. Grandpa. You my brother and I love you, man. All I want to do is say this. And salute to my brother Free. I wasn't cutting my man Free off. We having a spirited debate. I was winning. I understand. My man took a knee. It's okay. But the thing is this. This is the thing. I'm just tired of the stuff where I hear Tank fans. I don't even like Devin Haney. Anybody who watches the channel knows I'm not the biggest fan of Devin Haney. He's my brother in Christ, but that's it. But let's just be honest here, man. Devin Haney, when he had the belt, said fight me, and Tank didn't do it. So now when he leaves the debate, now you want to be undisputed? Or Shakur, you want to be the WBC champion, but when Devin offered you a fight, you said no. So it's like, you can't have it both ways, dog. So that's what I'm saying, Grandpa. You can't have it both ways, man.
No, and I would agree with you. I would agree with you 100% if Tank didn't tell you out of his own mouth a year and a half ago, I don't care about legacy, titles, or none of that. I'm trying to get paid. That's what he told you. So when the man does exactly what he tells you he's going to do, why do you have a problem with it?
The man, you know what? Undisputed now. That's the thing, Grandpa. You can't change your mind. Either you're gonna do one thing or you're not. Because at the end of the day, a man double-minded is unstable in all his ways, bro. So what are we talking about? The man say this, then he say that. At the end of the day, I just want Tank to pick one, man.
But let me ask you this.
He's a great fighter. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Is he the only fighter in today's cadre of fighters that does that? He's the only one?
No, but he the only one they put in a pound for pound conversation. Show more.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta give a shout out to my brother Senior. Senior came to hang out with the niggas, man. Salute to my guy Senior, man.
Have no fear, I am here. Have no fear, I am here. T.O. ain't who you say he is. He ain't that. Tank is the face of boxing. Any other questions I can answer? I'm only here for a short time, not a long time.
Hey, We're not talking about T.O., man. So check that shit. We're not talking
Look,
about
look,
T.O.
man.
Okay?
Look,
We
like my
talking
man
about
Scholar said. He's telling Scholar is 100% correct. You can't put this guy on the pound for pound list until he starts fighting pound for pound level fighters.
Who?
Tank.
You can't, but you can put Shakur on
Mr.
there.
Davis. I'm talking about
But you
Mr.
can,
Davis. Mr.
but you can
Davis.
put Shakur. But you can put Shakur on there.
Yeah, that don't make
No,
sense.
he's not pound for pound either. He hasn't fought pound for pound level fighters. No.
But
No.
guess who has, though? T.O.
Who?
Yes. So, but we're not talking about
Well,
T.O. I
he
got to
fought
ask you a question.
one. No, he fought one. Because when he fought Taylor, Taylor was not on anybody's pound for pound list.
They
Let's get that
dropped him?
straight.
They dropped him?
Taylor was not on anybody's pound for pound list when T.O. fought. Let's get that
This
clear.
I can't lie though. I can't lie, Uncle Sheldon. I remember this. I remember there was a time where they wanted Bud to fight Taylor, and I remember ESPN was pumping Taylor up to be before he got a controversial decision. They was making Taylor out to be this great fighter, and then you remember
And
coming off
what
the
did I
back of.
tell you, Sandra? And what did I tell you?
I don't remember. I think you say he was bummish.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Preach to the choir.
But I do. But this is why I do give him credit for that win, though, Sheldon. You remember right before he fought that fight, he was, "Hey guys, do I still have it?" So we was like, "Oh, T.O. finna get his ass sparked." You know what I mean? You asking that against fucking, like you asking that against lower level competition. You finna Josh Taylor finna whoop your ass. So when he beat him, we was like, "Holy shit!" It like he was about to stop Josh Taylor. So I give him full credit for that win.
Oh, I
Yeah,
don't
me
take the
too.
win away. I'm just saying you talking about what you was talking about was pound for pound. Josh Taylor wasn't on anybody's pound for pound list when they
But he
fought.
was the
But
number one
the
140 pounder at the
the
time.
Taylor win is a good win because he's the first guy to beat Taylor. So you got to give him credit for that.
Can I ask you this, though? And I'm going to ask my man Senior this while we got him here for a short time. How come, Senior, when Devin Haney was the champion at 135, how come Tank didn't want to be undisputed then? How come he wants to be undisputed now that Devin Haney's gone?
How long was that? How long was Devin Haney undisputed for?
For probably, less than a year?
What did Devin Haney do as soon as his contract was up?
You talking when he fought Regis
That's
Prograis?
crazy.
No. As soon as his contract, he had a 3-fight deal. As soon as his contract was up, what he do? He left 135.
Well, didn't you see him when he left 135? Didn't you see what he looked like?
And let's just clear this up. For years, they said Tank don't call nobody out. When Devin was undisputed at 135, Tank came out his own mouth said, "You undisputed, all right, make it happen. I want to fight you next." So let's clear that. Let's clear the bullshit up.
The thing is this,
Did
man.
you not see Devin Haney, the way he looked when he left 135 after that extra fight with Loma? Did you see him in the Cambosis fight and the Loma fight? How he looked?
That's not discipline. Discipline is not my fault.
I hear you, but all I'm saying is
Discipline is not my fault. You see how he look now?
and that's fine. But nevertheless, the kid is he's a big kid.
You see how he look now?
He looks like he should be at 147 to me.
But he can't go to 147. He get his fucking head knocked off
I'm
his
not
shoulder.
talking about that. I'm talking about the weight.
All right, I'm just saying. And he can't go down to 135 because he go to 135. He got to see Mr. Davis.
He's too big for 35.
All I'm asking is this, man. When the man had the belt, man, why didn't he want to fight Devin then? That's the thing. Why he want to be undisputed now? I thought he didn't care about the belts. I thought he didn't care about legacy. So all I'm saying is this, and it puts it like in one big boat, man. Because I don't want this to be a Tank hating contest. Because I really was giving Tank his props by saying how much skill I see like Aaron Pryor. But at the end of the day, man, Tank has had some missteps. He gotta fight a pound for pound guy, man. He gotta fight. We know he's gonna knock out Shakur. I don't think he should fight Shakur because that's a waste of his time. He's gonna knock Shakur out. So him beating the curls off Shakur won't prove nothing. All they'll say is he beat the dude who we know is pillow fisted. Because at the end of the day, to an extent, I'm not gonna say completely, but Shakur is a little bit of a hype job. He's not that guy. Like the guy selling that meme, wrong guy. He's not that guy.
Okay,
So Tank is
well,
going to punish
if
him.
he's not, hold on. If he's not that guy, right? Then somebody should go ahead and beat him
Right.
then and get him out the way.
But I just said,
You
Shelton.
can't you
He
can't really
also
fight him because he's going to run. Who
he's a
wants to
big
fight a
money
guy that's
fight
going to
too.
run from you?
He's a. Oh, you talking about Shakur? Or you talking about Tank?
I'm talking about Shakur. He's going to run from you. Why would you fight a guy you know is going to run? Like
Hey,
that makes no
look,
sense.
hold on, man, because I'm a little older than you, bro. Because I've seen a little bit more than you have. People used to try to run from Roberto Duran too. He didn't let him
Yeah, he
run.
would cut him off though. He would cut him off.
So if you that guy,
People try to run from Tank and they can't run.
if you that guy, if you try to run, the guy, if Tank is the guy, he gonna cut that ring off and make you fight, right?
Come in.
That's what Holyfield used to do. That's what Duran used to do. That's what Hagler used to do. He cut that ring off and make you fight. You gotta fight, or you gonna get hurt.
Believe it or
But what
not,
I'm
Shakur is not a big attraction fight because it's not worth the risk. It's not
Yeah,
worth the risk.
That
You
I
know,
could
agree
be
with
Tank
that,
true.
Scholar. He gonna
Tank,
make
you
it an
might get
ugly
knocked out,
fight.
but you're gonna get a bunch of money to get your ass knocked out. Shakur, he just gonna beat the shit out you, bro. He gonna pop shot you, he gonna run from you, he gonna make you miss, make you pay. And it's like, bro, you gonna get half of what you make to fight Tank. So it's not desirable. Ain't nobody calling for Shakur, bro.
I mean, that nobody's calling for him because he's not very, pleasing to watch, man. It's just that simple. And one of the things I will say is when you get in there with Artem, there's a good chance of Artem got an Olympic pedigree too, man. I don't think Artem is a world beater, but I thought Artem, if he would have took that knee in the 12th round, I thought he's gonna win. I mean, he just kind of
That's
ran out of
why.
time.
And what you saying right now is why you can't give people credit for fights that they haven't fought yet.
Or I give him participation trophies, man. How you give Artem credit for getting his ass whooped?
That's what I'm saying. It's just it's tough. No, the thing is, I thought he could have beat Frank Martin. That's why I'm saying that, Scholar. I thought he really could have beat Frank Martin. I just think that he might have not had his head together because he had that fight. But the thing is this, man. Until Tank, and it's the truth, until Tank takes on those tough guys, because let's be honest here, man. Sugar Ray Leonard ran from Aaron Pryor. Call it what you want. Aaron Pryor was the smaller guy and everything, and he didn't make the fight. So you can say it was money, you can say it was whatever. But guess what? When Muhammad wanted to fight, he wouldn't got the fight. So I don't want to hear about and that's who Sugar Ray Leonard copied to a T. He copied the great Muhammad Ali. And hey, Muhammad didn't leave nothing on the table.
Hey,
If you
that's
thought
fact.
if you thought you could beat him, Muhammad was old as hell trying to become champion again, fighting Larry Holmes. Just think about that for a second. He
Yeah,
was
that's
trying to become
insane.
champion again. And then on top of it, then he fought Trevor Burbick. Like the dude, my thing, and the thing that we love about boxers, and the thing that makes boxers so cool is when guys are crazy. When guys say, you know what, let me go get him. People forget when Floyd went up and beat Arturo Gotti the way he did. Man, we didn't know that was possible. Floyd would go in there and beat you to death and didn't have to knock you out. He would hit you everywhere but the bottom of your feet, man. So it's not about Shakur being a boxer. It's about him being a runner. That's what we don't like, that he's a runner. Not that he boxes, because we love boxing. We don't mind a guy sticking and moving. That's part of the game. But when I see you turn your back and all I see is back and you going around the ring like you running cross country, dog, I'm not giving no respect to that. I just can't do it. I can't do it, man. And I'm telling you, it's disingenuous to try to say, oh, Tank is already a Hall of Famer and blah, blah, blah. Dog, he ain't no Hall of Famer yet. He need to fight people still. He's 30 years old. He's not 20 years old. Say what you want. They only fight maybe twice a year. He's running out of time. Can we be honest or we got a lie? Which one is it? He's talking
I,
about going down the fighting Marcel anyway. Man, Tank is gonna break Marcel Inouye's face. Because if you get knocked out, if you get knocked down by Luis Nery, guess what, dog? You're not that guy. You're not that guy. Because Tank would slaughter Luis Nery like everybody else does. So I don't want to hear that. All I want to do is see Tank fight. And I think it sucks that Tank fans get mad at you for wanting to see him fight. That's what he does. He fights. So I don't know, man. I know whatever I did. Sorry for my brother Free. I wasn't trying to cut him off. I don't know why my man stopped talking, but hey, that's what we do, man. This is
You know why,
Clubhouse.
BBO? You jump free, man. You jumped. I see Rick Ross all over again in Canada, brother.
Dude, shit.
You don't see nothing over here. The
Go ahead.
fact of the matter is you cut me off, and you do this every time. When you talk, you want everybody to be quiet, but soon somebody else start making a point, you want to cut them off and play videos and stuff. So
That's crazy.
go ahead and go on.
All I'm doing is simple, man. I'm just trying to entertain the people. We having some fun. So, like I said, it's nothing that I was saying or anything. But moving on, I'll just say this, man. I got T on my pound for pound list only because beating Josh Taylor to me is kind of a big deal. He still was a lineal champion, whether he lost a close fight or what to Jack Catterall. Man, a lot of guys had tough fights. A lot of guys. A lot. As my man Trump would say, a lot of guys. So having a close fight means nothing. I mean, that's a part of the game. But
having a close fight with Kambosos, who's not on a pound for pound, was nobody on nobody's radar. Having a close fight with Claggett, who was not on anybody's radar. That's not a pound for pound fighter.
Every belt you can hold, Josh Taylor, George Kambosos had. Every belt.
The last person
you can have.
The last person that he fought
Go ahead.
that was on pound for pound was Lomachenko. That was the last person he fought that was on a pound for pound. At the time that he fought. Tio.
Who?
Lomachenko was the last person that he fought at the time that he fought him that was on the pound for pound.
Josh Taylor went on pound for pound? He was number one.
He wasn't on pound for pound when Tio fought him. He wasn't on the pound for pound when Tio.
And then 3-4 years later, that might be Tank's next opponent.
It might be. I mean, according to the reports, that's who Tank is about to fight. Yeah.
You don't think that's crazy? I honestly think Tank is smart for that.
I mean, you could think whatever you want. I mean, that's the fight that the people want to see.
Who's calling for that?
My only problem with Tank is you got to have every advantage in the world, man. He got all that talent. He got to have a rehydration clause. He got to have every advantage. Come on, bro.
He only put a rehydration clause on people that wasn't in his weight class.
Man, I never heard of Floyd doing that. I never heard of Floyd doing that.
You never heard of Floyd, but you heard of Oscar.
Well, he definitely did it against Canelo.
Oscar did it for sure. Oscar did it.
Oscar did it. Canelo did it. There's a lot of people that did it. Like I told you before, there's a lot of people that get rehydration clauses, but they never talk about it. Mario Barrio, you didn't know about it until they asked him a question about the Ryan, and he came out and said, well, I was on it. I never complained about it because I signed the contract. So, like I told you before, which already proves what I said, a lot of people get put on rehydration clause. You just don't hear about it because they don't talk about it. They signed the contract.
That boy hardcore crazy. He said, Billy, let me know when you hold your boxing knowledge class so I can sign. Hey, but let me ask you this, Scholar, real quick.
That was crazy.
Let me ask you this real quick, Scholar, because one thing I love about Scholar, man, he understands the game in a lot of different ways. Let me ask you this, Scholar. So when you see a guy like a Williams Zepeda, man, is he as good as he looks, or is he matched very well? What would you say, Scholar?
Matched very, very well. I think I had a take on Tank, man. I get back to the Williams Zepeda shit, man, because you already know how I feel about Tank. Hey, y'all remember Dave Chappelle? Hey. And as I sip this soda that I'm sure somebody spit in, that's me right there. I do not like Tank, bro. I don't like Tank. Look, I love Tank for this. I love him for his honesty. Like Sheldon Moore said, he already told y'all, I'm not looking for legacy. So why the fuck are fans arguing his legacy if he don't care about this shit, right? He didn't get into this sport to solidify his legacy. He got in here to be a prize fighter and make the most prize. So his career is reflecting that, right? Entertaining the fight with Inoue. Tank will fucking destroy Inoue, bro. Lomachenko. When the fight was closer, hey man, they trying to set me up by trying to put me against Lomachenko. Now that everybody that's elite done beat Lomachenko, hey man, that might be my next fight, bro. That's insane to me. Like, look, and Tank is so smart with the shit, bro. When he knocks Lomachenko out, you can't take credit from him because he's past his prime, but he ain't completely over the hill. And him stopping Kambosos meant absolutely nothing, but it just everybody, oh man, Lomachenko back, he back to no Moschenko, so that gonna help to the fight.
Yeah, I mean, you absolutely right. I mean, I just say this, man.
I mean, both of y'all both sides is making good points. My bad, BBL.
No, salute to my guy, man. Boxer Scholar pulling up. We got my grandpa in the house show. Salute to grandpa. Salute to my man, the Puerto Rican Prince G Free. Salute to my man over the road, man, Mr. Over the Road himself. My man, prize fighter. Hey, we gonna be back for the Shakur Item fight. Now it's time for you guys to tune into the Rise podcast featuring my man, Senior Mr. All Access, and definitely one of the funniest men on YouTube, my man, Foodie Kid. And we gone, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Yeah. We really boxing. Who wanted the battles? Let's see. Oh, we boxing. Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option.